Hello everyone, welcome back here once again in English video for class 5, and today we are going to take worksheet number 23. Now in this worksheet we are going to start new chapter, that is chapter number 6, the adjective and its kinds of adjective. Now I hope you all have bought this book from the market, and this book name is New Elementary English Grammar and Composition for class 5 by N.K. Agrawal. This book is you will be going to study from this book throughout the session. So go and buy this book, and all the work which you are doing is from this book only. You will not get the exercises from this book. It can be from other book also, but the definitions and other kinds, everything, the theory part will be from this book only. All right, so let's get started. Now today we are going to talk about adjectives first. Now I hope you all know that what are adjectives, but still we will going to take the definition first. I will be telling you the meaning and the definition of adjective. Now an adjective is a word that is used to add something to the meaning of noun. Now what is an adjective? Adjective is a word that is used to add some meaning or something to a noun. For example, you can see here, Anil is an intelligent but careless boy. Now here, if I say Anil is an boy, all right, so this is a simple sentence. But if I need to tell that what type of this boy is, or what quality does it possess, it can be a good quality also and can be bad quality also. All right, so I'll have to add something to the noun here. Now here Anil is also a noun and boy is also a noun, but Anil is the subject and boy is your object. All right, so here I have to add something to the meaning of this last noun. What kind of boy Anil is? All right, so here in the example it is added, Anil is an intelligent but careless boy. Here two words are added. You can see in the colored ink, intelligent and careless. Now intelligent, careless are the adjectives which are adding a meaning or something to this noun boy. So it is, these two words are describing that what kind of boy is Anil. All right, so by these two words we can say that Anil is he is intelligent but he is careless, or we can just say that Anil is an intelligent boy. This sentence is also correct, or we can say this sentence in different way, that Anil is a careless boy. Both the sentences are correct. All right, but here they have written two words or two adjectives for one noun. So basically what I want to tell is that the adjective adds meaning to the noun. All right, now next is, she is poor but happy. Now here we are talking about this subject she is a noun here or a pronoun. So adjective adds meaning to noun also and pronoun also. It does not mean that only noun is there, but noun, as we replace noun with a pronoun, so it will add meaning to the pronoun also. So here in this example, a pronoun is given, she. So we are talking about she. What kind of girl she is? She is poor. She is poor but she is happy. All right, so poor and happy are adding the meaning to this pronoun she. Now next is, the old man carried a heavy box. Now here again the man is your noun here. Man is noun here. So this old, when we have added this old before this noun, old man, so what we can see, what we come to know, that what kind of man this is. Now when we have added here old, then an adjective, this adjective is telling us that this man is old. All right, so the old man Here old is an adjective which is adding the meaning to this man. What kind of man? Old man. Carried a heavy box. Now here the noun is box. Now what kind of box that old man was carrying? Heavy. So this heavy is describing the word box, the noun box. So by adding this word or an adjective before this word, before this noun box, heavy box, this is telling us that box is very heavy and it is of what kind. All right, it can be, here we can write heavy, we can write light, we can write empty box. All right, we can write broken box, anything. All right, then main thing is that this adjective describes the noun or adds some meaning to the noun or pronoun. All right, now let's move on to kinds of adjectives. Now children, one thing more about this adjective is that most of the times we write these adjectives before the noun. Here you can see old man, heavy box, intelligent boy, or we can write careless boy. So when we are writing a noun, and we are adding adjective, we will add the adjective before the noun. All right, here also we can write she is poor but happy. Here the pronoun is the subject here, and we can also add here she is poor but happy girl. All right, so girl will be your noun if you are writing a noun here. This is your pronoun, so we can write like this. All right, now let's move on to kinds of adjectives. Now children, how many kinds of adjectives are there? Do you know? All right, there are 8 kinds of adjectives. Now the first one is adjective of quality. All right, now let me read the kinds of adjectives once, all the kinds of 8 kinds of adjective one, then I will tell you one by one about each of them. The first kind of adjective is adjective of quality, adjectives of quantity, third is adjectives of number, fourth is demonstrative adjectives, fifth is interrogative adjectives, sixth is possessive adjectives, seventh is distributive adjectives, and the last one is proper adjectives. Now let's know about these adjectives one by one. The first one is adjective of quality. All right, so what do you mean by quality? Quality means it can be a good quality also, it can be bad quality of a, that it tells us what kind of a person or things is. Basically what we will come to know with the adjective of quality, that what kind of a person or a thing it is. All right, so if we are talking about a person, what kind of person he is, and the words which will describe what kind of person we are talking about is will be your adjective of quality. It can be a good quality also, and it can be a bad quality also of that person. All right, now for example we can see here the rose is a beautiful flower. Now if I hide this word beautiful, the sentence becomes the rose is a flower. All right, so here in this sentence we are not knowing that what kind of flower the rose is, so we will have to add, we need to add a word which will describe a flower. All right, so this rose flower is very beautiful. The rose is a beautiful flower. So the beautiful word, the adjective word, the adjective beautiful is describing this flower rose, that it is beautiful. Now we come to know that this rose flower is beautiful. Okay, now second is, it is about a person. First example was a thing. Now second is Ashok was a good and wise king. Now here we are talking about Ashok, a person, and if I hide these two words, wise and good and wise, the sentence will be like Ashoka was a king. All right, Ashoka was a king, but if we want to describe Ashoka, that what kind of king he was, we will have to add an adjective. We can add one adjective also, more than one adjective also. All right, so the adjective can be, if that person is good, you will give the good qualities, you will mention the good qualities of that person. And if he or she has bad quality, you will write that quality. All right, that will describe that person. So here Ashoka, as we know that Ashoka was a good king and wise king, so we will add these two words here, these two adjectives here, to describe what kind of person Ashoka was, or what kind of king Ashoka was. Ashoka was a good and wise king. Here we can also add Ashoka was a good, wise, and a brave king. So brave is also an adjective which we will describe this, describe the noun Ashoka or king. All right. Let's move on to the second one. Second is adjectives of quantity. Now what do you mean by quantity? Quantity means how much. Tells us how much a thing is intended, as a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Now here little is your adjective of quantity. It is telling us the quantity, that how much that thing we are talking about is. All right, she has sufficient money. Now we are talking about the money, that how much that she is having money, and how much. So she is having sufficient money. So sufficient is your adjective of quantity. Half a loaf is better than no bread. Now here half is mentioning the adjective of quantity, the how much. All right, so next is adjectives of number. Shows how many. Now here adjective of quantity was telling how much, and the adjective of number is telling how much, sorry, how many person or thing there are, or in order, in what order any of them stands. Like many persons were killed in the explosion. Here many is an adjective which is telling how many persons, many persons. All right, several men. This several also is also telling, indicating how many men. Most men have to work hard for their living. How many men? Most men. She had only 12 rupees in her purse. How much? How much or how many rupees were there in her purse? 12 rupees. It is counted. That means we know exactly how rupees, how many rupees. All right. The first boy won the prize. Now here also position. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. These all are positions. You write first, second, third, fourth, fifth. All right, for the positions. So all the positions will come in adjective of number. Now children, there is a confusion, a little confusion between adjectives of quantity and adjective of number. Now I will tell you what is the difference, slight difference between these two, because most of the times you get confused about this. Now quantity, if we are talking about quantity, quantity means that we are talking how much. So how much we talk about for those things, or for those things which are not countable. That means if we are talking about uncountable nouns, we will use adjectives of quantity. And if we are talking countable nouns, if we are talking about countable nouns, if in a sentence we are using a noun which can be counted, I hope you all know that what is a countable and uncountable noun. All right, like here in this question, here you see in adjective quantity there is an example, little knowledge. So knowledge is not countable. Knowledge is a noun, it is a abstract noun, but it can't be count, we cannot count knowledge, so it is your uncountable noun. So we will write here little, and then this little will be your adjective of quantity. We cannot say little person. All right, because person, men, and this first, second, third we can count. All right, adjective or number we will write for those nouns which are countable. So here you can see, now you will say that money is countable, but here it is only just money. Money can be of any quantity. All right, and here you can see rupees. Rupees can be counted. All right, money is uncountable, rupee is countable. So here it is clearly written 12 rupees. How much? 12 rupees. So we are clearly known that the rupees or money we are having is 12. Here it is not mentioned that how much money. So then sufficient is your adjective of quantity. Don't get confused that here it is written money and money is countable. Yes, money is countable, but if the money is written in exact amount, then it is countable, otherwise it is uncountable. Here it is written rupees, so it is clearly shown that it has a number 12. So all the numbers or the positions or the adjectives which you will write before person or countable nouns will come under adjective of number. All right, next is demonstrative adjective. Now demonstrative adjectives, what are demonstrative? Demonstrative adjectives show or indicate noun or pronoun in the sentence. All right, so it is used to point out which persons or things are meant, as I like those mangoes. Now here you can say those adjective those or word those are indicating or showing mangoes. They are showing or indicating or demonstrating the noun mangoes. So noun so the demonstrative adjective is those. And how we will come to know? Because this those is written before this noun mangoes. So in this way also we can find out that this those is a adjective and it is the demonstrative adjective. All right, she lives in yonder house. Yonder is also a place far away. We use for the things which are very far away from us, or we suppose like we use those for far away things. So yonder also we use for far away things. Such people are dangerous. A certain boy had us. So here such and certain are also indicating these two nouns. Such is indicating people and certain is indicating this boy. Next is interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjectives are used with nouns to ask questions. Now here you can see that interrogative, as you can see, interrogative means a question. So the what, who, when, which, where, how, if these are asked in a sentence, if these are there in the sentence, that means these are interrogative adjectives. Next is possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives are used with nouns to show possession. Possession, you all know what, belongings. All right, so these pronouns which you will use before a noun, all right, in adjective to show the adjective are known as possessive adjective, like my book, your pen, his shoes, her purse, its tail, our classroom, your friends, their parents. All right, now seventh is distributive adjectives. Now distributive adjective means that it refers to each and every person or thing separately. If we are talking about a person, all right, if we are talking about many people, but if we are talking about many people, but we have to mention each one single individual, so we will use distributive adjectives like each, every, either, and neither. Now here each boy must take his turn. So here we are talking about each and every person or each and every boy or individual in a group. All right, so it means that there are more than one boys in that group we are talking about, but we have to, when we have to mention every single individual in that group, we will use these words each, every, either, neither, like distributive adjectives. So each boy must take his turn. Every man must do his duty. Neither pen will do. Neither statement is true. Alright. Now that neither either pen will do means कोई भी पेन चलेगा, यानी कि there are many pens, so we can use any of the pens. Neither statement is true means there are so many statements here but no one is true. So we are talking about each and every single statement in a group, or there are more than one. Now next is proper adjectives. This is the last adjective. As you can see, proper adjectives. Proper, you know that proper means proper. You have read proper nouns. Proper noun, the persons which we talk about any particular person, all right, or thing or place. So these are proper nouns. So proper, here we are talking about proper adjectives. So proper adjectives are also formed from proper noun. So like here, French wines. Now here we are talking about wines. Wines, what kind of wines are these? French wines. So French is taken from the proper noun France, all right, and French is belonging to France. So French wines. Now here wines is your noun and we will add French. So what kind of nouns, what kind of wines are these? French wines. The goods are your noun. Goods is your noun here in this word, in this sentence. So Japanese goods, what kind of goods? Japanese. Tea is also a noun. So what kind of tea? Indian tea. So these French, Japanese, Indian, Nepalese, American, Russian, Australian, these are the words or proper adjectives are formed from proper nouns. Alright, so we will call them proper adjectives. Now let's take, I hope you have understood all these adjectives. Alright, all these adjectives 1 to 8, the kinds of adjectives. Now let's for practicing this or for revising these kinds of adjectives, let's take this exercise very quickly. So this will help you to understand these 8 adjectives, kinds of adjectives, more clearly. So what you have to do in this exercise, children, if you have this book, you can practice this at home also. So in this exercise, you will do, pick out the adjectives in the following sentences by underlining them and say what kind of adjective each one is by writing in the space provided. Alright, one has been done for you. Now there are 25 boys in the class. Now here 25 is highlighted here. So what kind of adjective this is? This is adjective of number. Why? Because boys, the noun is countable and also the number is clearly written. So this is adjective of number. Neither party has done the right thing. That means party is a noun here and neither means we are talking about more than one party, and so we will talk, if we want to talk about or separate, we talk about a party individually, all right, separately. So we will, this neither is your adjective of distributive adjective. There is little hope of her recovery. Now here hope is your noun. This is your hope is your noun. Which kind of noun? What kind of noun it is? Hope is your abstract noun. So the little is your adjective, and what kind of adjective it is? It is the adjective of quantity. We have little hope, all right, and hope is a noun which cannot be counted, so little will be your adjective of quantity. So children, are you getting that how I am marking the adjectives? First of all, I am reading the sentences and then I am finding out which word is a noun or a pronoun. Alright, once I make out that which word is a noun in this sentence, I can easily make out, or I can easily find that this word is an adjective, because I have told you that in most of the sentences the adjective is written just before the noun. Now let's take fourth one. He made several mistakes. Now mistakes again is a noun and it is also an abstract noun. But mistakes can be counted. She has made one mistake, two mistake, three mistake. I have made four mistakes in my exam. Alright, so mistakes is countable. So several. Now this is your noun. That means several will be your adjective. Alright, so what kind of adjective? If it is countable, adjective of number. It is countable, so we will write it adjective of number. Next is I do not like foolish people. Now here people is your noun. Alright, people is your noun and here it is foolish. Now foolish people, now there are two words, foolish and people. Now if we underline those, it will be your demonstrative, and if we underline foolish, it is your adjective of quality. Now it is telling what kind of people these are. Foolish or wise, these all are adjective of quality. Sixth is few men came to see the match. Now here again I will find out in this sentence, I will find out where is the noun. So noun, it is here, men. So men is countable and it is few. So if it is countable noun, few will be your, few is your adjective because it is written just before your noun. So few will be your adjective of number. Seventh is the thirsty crow drank the cold water. Now here there are two nouns, crow and water. Crow is countable noun, alright, and then thirsty will be your adjective. So thirsty crow, it is showing the crow's quality, that what kind of crow is, it is thirsty crow. So thirsty is also your adjective of quality. Now here water, cold, water is your noun, then cold is your adjective. What kind of adjective? Now here water is uncountable and countable, we will not see this because it is telling the quality. Cold is the quality. What kind of water it is? It is cold. So thirsty and cold will be your adjective of quality. Next is the rich man gave the poor beggar 10 rupees. Now again here there are two, man is your adjective. Alright, so it means this rich, because it is written just before man, it will be your adjective. Again beggar is your noun and poor will be your adjective, and rich and poor will be your adjective of quality. And here rupees is also a noun, but it is a countable noun and the number is mentioned 10, so 10 will be your adjective of number. Alright, so in this way children, you will try to do this exercise by yourself. I have told you how you will do, how you will find out the noun and then the adjective, and then you will find out what kind of noun that is, what kind of word it is this, and what kind of word is describing that noun, and then you will find out from the 8 kinds of adjective what kind of that adjective is. Alright, so you will do this work in your books only. Now let's talk about the notebook work which you have to do in this worksheet. Now this is children is your activity worksheet and you will not submit this worksheet, and when due to some technical reasons submission date is mentioned over there, so you will not submit this worksheet. Just kindly ignore this submission worksheet. This work you will do in your notebooks, your language notebooks, and this tutorial is for your explanation of this chapter. Now here in the first question, what is an adjective, and give example. Before doing this work, you will not copy down this work, you will start from the question number 1. Alright, but what you will do, you will write worksheet number, date and day on the right side and the top of your page, and then you will start this work. And before doing this work, you will just put lesson number, lesson name, and then you will start question number 1. Alright, don't just directly start this work. Always put day, date and worksheet number, then lesson name, lesson number, and then start your work. Now here, what is an adjective? Give examples. An adjective is a word that is used to add something to the meaning of a noun. And here I have written the examples. Anil is an intelligent but careless boy. Second, the old man carried a heavy box. Next is, how many kinds of adjectives are there? Name them. Now here I have written all the 8 kinds of adjectives. Adjectives of quality with 2 examples. Adjective of quantity with 2 or 3 examples. And then adjective of number, adjective demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessive adjectives, distributive adjectives, and proper adjectives. Now after this I have given one exercise that you will underline the adjectives in given sentences. Now children, in this exercise you just have to underline the adjectives. You have to find out adjectives and then you have to underline. I have written the answers also. All right, so you will do like this only. What else has been given? So I hope you have understood, and start revising your chapters that we have done earlier from the lesson number 1 of, whether it is of your lesson language portion or your literature. Start revising your previous chapters so that it will be easy for you to appear in, or it will be easy for you to prepare for your unit exams which are soon coming up. All right children, so till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.